Florida. Madam Speaker, we're going to try to do the rapid boards and try to show some data of what's going on out there. And what I'm going to do is going to be a little harsh, but I need to beg the majority to think about the information, the data we're going to show, and just prove, please, you got to stop what you're doing. You're hurting people. And the cascade may be already built in. We may now have years of really ugly, really bad, hurtful, cruel to the economy. Now look, part of my premise is that good policy is not only good for the United States, it's good for the world, it's good for growth. Income inequality after the 2017 tax reform. You know, the Democrats came to these mics and, oh, the world's coming to an end, there's going to be a recession, none of it was true. And they knew it wasn't true. Even their own economists said it wasn't true. You had some of the greatest growth in U.S. history, some of the fastest closing of income inequality. The poor got dramatically less poor, but you also saw GDP around the world got better. And look, when I'm holding articles like this about how many may die this coming fall because of food shortages, that's not the Democrats. But the Democrats' inaction is their fault. They run this place. They run the House, they run the Senate, they run the White House. And instead, the White House, along with the Democrats here, decide, hey, let's burn some more ethanol by taking our food, our grain supply, and instead of doing the rotation and saying we need to stop this, grow soybeans, the things to get prepared. They were so worried about their next election. The idiocy of this place is they were willing to sacrifice people around the world. The cruelty that continues policy. So let's actually sort of walk through what Democrats are doing to Americans. You know, when I'm holding boards with quotes from Jason Furman, the decline in real average hourly earnings at this point is terrible. The fastest pace of decline in 40 years. What is Jason Furman saying? He's basically saying people are getting poorer every single day. The Democrats have owned this place now for what, 16 months? 16 months functionally of people being poor every single day. But what does that mean? You have Republican after Republican. You notice the Democrats almost never want to talk about what they've set off. And we bring boards like this and we say, hey, do you realize your eggs are 33% more expensive? Non-durable goods, if you take the whole category, there was a number a couple days ago, the inflation number, that was almost in the 30s on non-durable. But much more grand in understanding what inflation is a lot more than you're paying 21% more for your butter. I need you to understand what inflation means to you, your rival. And the cruelty of this place not giving a damn. The cruelty of this place being us saying, oh, we're going to pretend it's the Fed's fault. Oh, it's Russia's fault, and this place isn't going to do anything. We're going to let the Federal Reserve jack up interest rates to the point where they put lots of people out of work, have that misery, and somehow Democrats think they're not going to be held responsible for what they've done. So I was trying to come up with a way to help someone understand what inflation really means to your life. Well, this is a snapshot of the Democrats' congressional calendar. I represent the Scottsdale-Phoenix area, highest inflation in the continental United States. If you are a worker in my area and you haven't had a pay raise, but you still actually do things like eat, drive, live in shelter, do you understand how many days you're now working for free? You need to think this through. You work so many days, but take a look down here. You functionally have lost almost 2 months of labor just for the inflation from the last 16 months. You think about that. If I came to you right now and said, hey, guess what? You're going to lose 41 days of your labor. You're going to work for the government. Actually, you're just going to work for the government for free, because what's the great scam? Where did this money actually go? I need you to conceptualize the value of your time that's been stripped from you. It didn't just disappear. That value functionally went to debt. It lowered the value. You've actually sort of transferred a bunch of your wealth to U.S. sovereign debt. So it's a little ethereal to process, but that's functionally what happens. So the trillions and trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars of debt this place is piled up. The Democrats found a way to tax you. They basically set off inflation. They took away a couple months of your labor, and then functionally transferred it that will pay back this trillions and trillions and trillions of dollars of debt, but we'll pay it back with dollars that are worth less. You see the picture. Maybe that's the real reason the left here isn't on fire trying to save people from this misery. And it's dead serious. You can do the June 21st or since December. If you do December, particularly for my Phoenix area, and I'm the highest inflation in the continental United States, for the entire country, apparently urban Alaska, whoever knew that was a subcategory economic zone, is slightly higher than us. But if you go back to since December 2020, you've lost 1.9 months of your labor. And the reason I'm trying to chart it this way is, people go, it's all, eggs are only 20% more. How many eggs are you going to eat? I need you to think about this, of how many days you're working not to feed your family anymore, not to pay your mortgage or your rent. You're basically giving it away. It's been ripped. It's been stripped away from you. And you start to think about that. If you go since June 21st, you've lost 40 days of work. Has been stripped away from you. The value. You work for 40 days for free now. If you go back to December 2020, you now work for 57 days. If you live in the Phoenix area, our inflation has been so high, you work for 57 days for free. This is what Democrat policies did to you. Tell me this isn't cruel. Do you understand what this does to the working poor? We get this great speechifying here, how the virtue signaling is great, but somehow Democrats get judged on pretty words and we get judged on what we accomplish. Look at what we accomplished after reforming the tax code. Look what we did economically for the working poor when we fixed the regulatory code. Look at the misery. Look at the misery you've set off. And how many presentations here, how many pieces of legislation have come to this floor? And those of us in the Ways and Means Committee, Republicans, we keep offering ideas and saying, we'll do this in partnership with you. There are things we can do legislatively to help take on inflation. We could no more get one of our amendments heard around here because it's not being controlled out of Nancy Pelosi's office. And if you start taking a look at what inflation's done to my community, and I know this chart is noisy and there's lots of movements on it, but you start looking at the median price of home, and remember, when we talk about housing, you get knifed in two different directions. The price of the house goes way up, but the value of your savings that you've been saving up to buy that house goes down. So you get it on both sides of the seesaw. And you wonder why housing insecurity is just skyrocketing in this country. Once again, great speeches. Maybe we'll throw a bunch more government money at it, but it's their policies that have made people's lives miserable. And this chart, you see that line that just collapses? That's the value of your hourly earnings. You may be being paid more. Great, hey, I got a 5% pay raise. But in the Phoenix area, CPI-U went up, 13.1? Traditional CPI went up 12.1. Great, you got a 5% pay cut. You're how many points? Where's the rest of the other 7 points? You functionally are 7% poorer every day. And these are more than just charts. These are people. These are people just trying to find a way to air condition their house, pay for the gas to get to work, to feed them family. I understand I often come behind this microphone and hold my boards up and sound like an accountant on steroids. But these are people. And your country is poor, substantially poor today. All the progress we made after the 2017 reforms on the tax code, which created the miracle of economic growth and closing income inequality, and the poor got less poor. They succeeded at stripping it all away. It's all gone. The thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of increased purchasing power for the working middle class, it's all gone. The left's policies are basically arsonists to this country's prosperity. And yet the brilliant policies of what they did a year ago, when they pushed out another $1.9 trillion and required no work, asked for no work, asked for no job training. They just gave away money. And now we can't figure out why we can't get the population back into the labor force. How do you think we are going to get productivity back? How do you think we're ever going to get inflation back under control? If inflation is too many dollars chasing too few goods and services, guess what? You can do two things. You can have the Federal Reserve jack up interest rates and crash the economy. And that seems to be the Democrat playbook, is just put people out of work. Let's just push up misery. Or we could get together in this place and find ways to help people. Make our society, make business more productive. Help people have an incentive to take some of that cash, instead of go and buy a new television, put it aside in their future retirement. There are things we could do. And the policies that would get our brothers and sisters back into the labor force is absolutely key. Do you think as Republicans we could ever get a Democrat to let us have a simple amendment? Even though some of the ideas were ones we agreed upon a year ago. It was a Republican-Democrat idea, but today, oh God, we can't let the Republicans actually have something that might be good for society and actually may help knock down inflation, because it encourages people back into the labor force, and therefore we could pump up productivity, and therefore we have more goods and services to chew up the massive currency that the Democrats handed out from this place. And when I talk about the misery is not a snapshot. If I get one more idiot, and I'm sorry, that's mean, and I probably broke decorum there, but if I get one more person who didn't show up at their basic economics class, come behind these microphones and say, well, it's transitory. No, it's not. You got to understand what's going on right now is these inflation numbers are becoming structural. Meaning this misery is built into the next decade of your life. And when you see a chart like this, when you start to understand the CPI and then the medical expenses. So you may be over here, and then you come along, hit 2022, and you start to understand, how are you going to afford your health care in the future? Is the Democrat goal is we'll just subsidize it more? I'm going to show you a slide that the Democrats' approach is saying, let's just give away more money. We'll cover up our sins by giving away more money. Well, it turns out we have now some great studies that say as they pile up the debt, it also makes your life miserable and slows down your economic growth and slows down prosperity in the society. And this is one we just came across, and it's a GAO study. You got to understand what the left's policies are doing. We need to create a whole new misery index. 40 years ago, when Ronald Reagan was running against Jimmy Carter and they had high inflation, high unemployment, he created this misery index. And it was just a way for people to understand the brutality the left's policy was doing to people's lives. Maybe we need to create a new one, because this is a really weird cycle. High employment, we have a demographic bubble that goes against us. We're getting old very fast as a society. We finance people not to participate in the labor force. And we've handed out lots of free money that had no attachment to labor. And then you start to find out that GAO's own study basically was looking at homelessness. Just a couple weeks ago, we had a number of the Democrats there giving beautiful speeches about how much they care about homelessness. I have zip codes in my community where homelessness has doubled in the last year. Real problems. There are some real problems in part of Phoenix. What happens if I come to you and say a $100 increase in median rents was associated with a 9% increase in the estimated homelessness rate? So what they're basically saying, and this is a GAO study saying, as rents go up, particularly in those sort of C apartments or those basic living places, as those rents go up, for every $100, their study was finding another 9% increase in people displaced from housing. Once again, the Democrat solution will be, well, let's subsidize them. Let's give out some more money. Let's not actually do the things necessary to flatten out so we have economic stability in our society. The homelessness, let alone what's gone on in the border in my state and the fentanyl in my neighborhoods, also turns out our instinct was right. We found the study that the inflation the left has set off is now making people displaced from their housing. They're living in alleys in my neighborhoods. And you start to look at the other misery index that they've brought to my community. The fentanyl. You got to understand the amount of fentanyl that's pouring across my border. And look, I've already done presentations on this. It's partially anecdotal because I don't think there's actually a public exchange. But when I have Phoenix police sergeants telling me that it's down to like $12 to get high for the day on fentanyl, where a year ago it was over $100, does that tell you there's something really wrong in the border? Madam Speaker Pro Tem, may I ask for the time?
The gentleman has 6.5 minutes remaining.
Thank you, Madam Speaker Pro Tem. And then you start to understand the other policies we are going to pay for decades. Look, don't laugh. You know, I have a little girl that's about to turn 7. Out of nowhere, my wife and I, we now have a little boy that's functionally 18 days old. But one of the greatest gifts God's ever given us. But I look at my little girl, and I look at these other children that are first graders, second graders, and we're seeing some terrifying data on what the left's policy of locking down schools, and you're going to do it through a computer screen. Are we prepared for the data we're already seeing on what's happening on standardized math scores around the country? You do realize this is, once again, like inflation. It's a cascade effect that we'll live with through the next decade unless we sort of step in and fix this. This is a derivative of Democrat policies when you start to see standardized math test scores suffering all across the country, particularly in those states and communities that engaged in the almost excessive lockdowns for theater. It was virtue signaling. The math never said it. And this is a fascinating one. Growing debt would result in a per person income being lowered, functioning $9,000 lower, or a 10% reduction. What this study was trying to do is trying to understand, as the left basically says, well, our solution is we're going to send someone money. What does it functionally do to future prosperity? When you start to actually see what this does in future purchasing power for your income. Now, it's a complicated formula. Part of it basically says, hey, you don't have as much capital revolving in the economy, so you don't have as much investment in productivity, so the society doesn't get healthier, wealthier, better, faster, because all that cash is functionally financing U.S. sovereign debt. But are you prepared? Because this is what brought you. As the debt skyrockets, you get to live about 10% poor. Now stack that on the fact that you've lost a couple months of your labor. Tell me I'm not wrong to be angry of the cruelty and the complete avoidance of the misery this place is creating across the country. And then you start to look at where our future is. Remember, eventually the math wins. The pretty words here may get you reelected, but the math will always win. This is where we're at, and you start to look at what's going on. The interest, because of the piling up of debt, Social Security, Medicare, interests are now functionally crossing, or in the next few years, cross all defense spending, all Medicaid spending. So you understand, this is Social Security, this is Medicare, this is interest. The number of my friends on the left who say, well, if we would cut defense, the green line is defense. I know you may care more about this coming election, but we got to stop the misery. And just minutes ago, the Atlanta Fed's GDP calculator just announced that the second quarter looks like it wasn't 1.2% negative, it's 1.5% negative. Remember your high school economic class? Even though it's not technically correct, congratulations, you brought us 2 months of negative GDP. Please, to the majority, stop hurting people. And let some of us who, I'll give you the ideas. Put your own name on them. We're better than this. It can't be all about the next election. If we don't stop this, we are about to give a decade of misery because of crappy decisions made in the last 16 months. And that's just not fair. It's just not fair. And with that, Madam Speaker Pro Tem,